Hi, Lynn Roxy with Lesson 14. We'll learn a C minor chord today. The minor chord has a darker sound than the major chord did in the last lesson. This is the C major chord that we learned. And today we'll learn the C minor chord. It has a definite different sound. So listen to the song Pain of Life by Elijah Fair and the song Chain of Fools by Aretha Franklin. They're basically the same song, but they have different words. So our song will be called Chain of Flats. A flat lowers a note by a half step. I'll explain that in the lesson. But think of your car. If it gets a flat tire, it goes down. A flat lowers a note a half a step. So here we go with Chain of Flats. One, two. This time I'll play the right hand and you can play the left hand. So this is the C minor chord. The C major chord that we learned in the last lesson was this. See the difference? This middle note goes from E to E flat. Remember, a flat lowers a note. Just like the car tire goes flat, your car goes lower. Lower again is to the left. So instead of the bright sound of the major chord, we have the darker sound of the minor chord just by lowering that third. That's the key element there in a minor chord. And in the right hand, it would look like this. Here's major, minor. Okay, the left hand you should go ahead and play with the accompaniment track by itself in the groove like this. Just whenever you're supposed to play it in the groove. Let's work on the right hand. It starts on, again, E flat. This goes down a half a step. It's not E natural. That little sign in the beginning, that flat, looks like a smashed in B, makes it go down a half step. A half step is this. There is absolutely no note in between when you have a half step. Here's different examples of a half step. So E goes down a half step to E flat. These are the only three notes that your right hand will play in this whole song. E flat, F, and G. Let's try this from the beginning. Third finger on E flat, half, rest. E flat, F, go up again, hold that 4 counts, and a half rest. Play the G again. Now go back down where you came from. Okay, stop there. The next note is another E flat. Now the rhythm changes slightly here, but that's still E flat. 1, 2, E flat. Here's where the rhythm changes. There's 2 half notes. Another half note, 2 quarter notes. Now stop there. What is this next note? It is F, and then back down to E flat. Let's go back to the beginning and play just the right hand again. Try to put in the dynamics this time. MF, mezzo forte, is the way we're playing it right now. When we get to forte, then we'll push a little harder on the keys. Okay, at the beginning, 1, 2, E flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, half, rest. 2, 3, 4. Now we'll play loud. Start on E flat. note. And there's your repeat sign. So we'll go back to the beginning. This time we'll put both hands together. When you get to the the second measure, you'll be playing the C minor chord in your left hand and the G in your right hand. The right hand begins on the third beat. 1, 2. 2, 3, 4, half, rest. 2, 3, 4, half, rest. E flat. Okay, stop there. The reason is that I want to make sure that your left hand is still playing, even though your right hand played 2 notes. That doesn't mean your left hand lifts. Your left hand is counted separately, and it is a whole note, so it gets 4 counts. The right hand is 2 half notes, and it gets 2 counts each. So let's play that same measure again. Ready, and. Okay, stop there. The next measure is very similar. Both hands play, but then your right hand plays 2 quarter notes. Don't lift your left hand, leave it down. Ready, and. Okay, stop there. Now the last measure, of course, the right hand starts on F, and again you're playing your C minor chord with the left hand. Ready, and. Now we'll play the whole song with the dynamics and hands together, the whole thing without the accompaniment track. Because the accompaniment track's a little bit fast, but work your way up to that. Right now, let's go a little slower. 1, 2. 2, 3, 4. Half, rest, forte. There's the repeat sign. Go back to the beginning. 2. 2, 3, 4. Half, rest. Half, rest, forte. Okay, I'm sure you're doing a good job. Keep your fingers curved, your feet up by the pedals, your back straight. Just relax your shoulders. Take a little, relax your shoulders. Don't let them get tense. I know that the accompaniment track is a little challenging, so play one hand at a time with it and practice without it first, of course. Then go back, put one hand at a time with it, and then eventually get your hands together with that quicker tempo. Tempo is the speed. Also, make sure that you listen to Pain of Life by Elijah Fair and Chain of Fools by Aretha Franklin. What you hear will begin to infiltrate what you're playing. Feed yourself with this groove, and then you'll begin to feel it in your playing.
Together you and me make perfect harmony. I hear a rhapsody